Hello everybody, this is Elite Weather. My name is Mr. G and welcome to today's program and your weather today as we talk about today's weather and tomorrow's weather and maybe the weather beyond that as we take a trip across America and look at what you've had to deal with as far as the weather is concerned. And before we get started, I want to give a shout out to all of you guys. You guys are so awesome. My followers on TikTok, my subscribers on YouTube. There are a few of you who basically watch every video and leave comments and likes and everything. So I really appreciate that engagement, and we want to keep that growing as I work now to really try to help and build the channel since the semester is just about over. Yay! Another great semester in the books. But let's talk about that weather forecast as we head into what we're going to be seeing tomorrow morning as you make your way out the door to go to school and work. And a lot of rain is going to be falling across the eastern third of the nation into the northeast, down through all of the Appalachian Mountain Range and into the Ozarks. We're going to be seeing that heavy rainfall. And remember, we can see as much as 5 inches of rain to portions of Kentucky and into Tennessee. So some record rainfall there, and a little bit of snow across central Minnesota and northern Wisconsin and the upper peninsula of Michigan. A few snowflakes for you guys there. Won't be too much, maybe an inch or two across the state of Minnesota, but a little bit heavier snow down here across the central Rockies as we've had that persistent area of low pressure there, and we've been seeing that consistent snow across the Rockies. So a few more inches for your day tomorrow. A dry day across the Pacific Northwest as you await the arrival of the next big Pacific storm. Now here's your evening hours tomorrow. That next storm gets a little bit closer to the northwest coast there as we might start to see some rain showers moving to the Seattle area overnight tomorrow night, and that rain is going to continue down here across the southeast and into the northeast as well. So a lot of heavy rain, especially starts to fill in across portions of the southern plains as an area of low pressure is going to start to develop in this region in the evening hours tomorrow. Now, as we take a look at some of our weather highlights, we're going to be seeing that flooding rains continue for much of the East Coast and heavy rain across the southern plains, and the snow will continue for the central Rockies. And as we take a look at your city of Detroit forecast, I ask you guys to let me know what city you're in so we can do a little thing for your weather forecast. And our city of the day is going to be Detroit, Michigan. And here is your bus stop forecast as you head on out the door tomorrow morning. So a pleasant day is in store for you folks out there in Detroit. Very seasonable temperatures for this time of the year, as you're going to see a high of 51 degrees under partly cloudy skies. No rainfall expected tomorrow, and again tomorrow night under partly to mostly cloudy skies. A little bit more clouds is going to fill in the evening hours, and you're going to have an overnight low of 35 degrees. Here is your 5-day weather forecast here for Detroit for the next 5 days from Wednesday into Sunday, and it's going to be much of the same, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies, and those high temperatures tomorrow will be in the lower 50s, but you're going to see mostly lower 40s and those mid 30s for overnight lows tomorrow through the remainder of this week. So that's our city of the day. It's Detroit, Michigan, and if you want your city to be the city of the day, please just leave it in the chat or in the comment section, okay? And right here we are as we take a look at our current weather conditions across America tonight, and we're seeing that rain continue from the South Texas here in the Texas Plains into the deep South, where we're going to be seeing that rain here across the Mid-South, and maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder as well, but that rain is going to continue through the Tennessee Valley and into the Ozarks. So a lot of rainfall is going to be falling in the inches down there, and we're also going to be seeing rain here through the Mid-Atlantic and well into the Northeast as we have the other end of this cold front that's going to be slowly moving through, and it's going to be dumping more rain even into your day tomorrow. Now, in the your current temperatures, again, nice and warm down here across the southern plains and along the Gulf Coast. We're seeing those temperatures in the 70s down here across South Texas and along the Gulf Coast here through Mississippi and Louisiana and Alabama as well. And in the state of Florida, we're seeing those temperatures in the mid 70s, but we're seeing those 60s just to the north and 50s and those 40s here through much of the Midwest and into the Great Lakes. We're seeing those temperatures into the 40s, also into the Northeast. And then on the West Coast, we're looking at those temperatures in the 50s and 60s in the desert Southwest. But if you go north into the Rockies, we're seeing those temperatures in the 30s in the cities. But if you go up high in those mountains, it's going to be quite cold for you folks out there. So bitterly cold to the west. And check out how cold it is across the far northern plain of northern Minnesota, the Dakotas, and Montana. We're going to be seeing those temperatures in the negative single digits. So very cold tonight across the northern plains as we have a cold front that is going to be dropping down and really helping to bring down those temperatures. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about how this cold weather temperatures are going to impact other portions of the nation as we head through time. Now, we're going to be seeing this pattern on the East Coast as we've been seeing much of a trough out west with a ridge out west with a troughing in the east. But now what we're seeing is troughing in the west moving toward the center of the nation with ridging in the far west and a little bit of ridging here across the southeast. And what that is doing is focusing all of this rainfall through portions of the southeast and the Appalachians. So we're going to be seeing a lot of heavy rain over the course of the next 7 days down here across the southeast and into the mid-Atlantic states. And we're going to be seeing a little bit of snow across the Midwest and the plains as well, but not a whole bunch of snow. But there is going to be cold enough, and we will see some disturbances that is going to be leaving a few inches of snow across the Midwest. Now, here are the catalyst for that change is this big area of high pressure up in Greenland. This is called a Rex block, and what it's doing is this high pressure is causing the jet stream to slow down and weaken, which then allows it to sag to the south. So we're going to be seeing the jet stream going across the center and into the southern portions of America, which is going to be funneling those storms across this pattern right here. And as we take a look at that and what that's going to do for many of us is we're going to be seeing this cold air into early next week come down out of Canada around what is called the polar vortex. So the polar vortex is going to be dropping that cold air, allowing that really cold air. We're talking 0 and below 0 temperatures that's going to be coming through the northern and central plains, especially as we get toward the weekend. We're really going to be seeing that cold weather coming through. So, whoo, boy, it's going to be ice cold out there. And we're going to be seeing more of that rain continue across the Mid-South here and the Appalachians, so the Tennessee Valley and the Ozarks. So we're going to be looking at another 2 to 3 inches of rain through the day on tomorrow and into Friday. So into Friday, another 2 to 3 inches of rain at least through the Ozarks and the Tennessee Valley. And we're also going to be, that is it for our weather forecast. So, but anyway, again, thanks for watching, guys. As we see, we have a lot of stormy weather that we're going to be dealing with here over the next several days. We're going to be seeing that rainfall moving across the Mid-South through the Tennessee Valley, the lower Appalachians, and snow through the Midwest and the Great Lakes. But we're not going to see a whole lot of snow, just a few inches of snow as we move on through the course of this week. Mr. G here. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I will see you guys all in the next video. And if you want your city to be in the city of the day, just let me know what city or town you live in and leave it in the chat, and we will use it in a future city of the day. Have a great day. See you guys all tomorrow, and be safe out there. Bye-bye.